What were the conditions like on the First Fleet? Imagine setting sail from Britain, packed tightly on a ship for months, with hundreds of convicts and crew members, as they headed towards the unknown shores of Australia. This was no luxury voyage. Every moment was a test of endurance, survival, and patience. In 1787, 11 ships left Britain carrying over 1,000 people, among them hundreds of convicts destined for penal settlement. The First Fleet's journey was more than 8 months long, across thousands of miles of rough, unpredictable ocean. For the convicts on board, the harshness of this journey started the moment they set foot on the ships. Below deck, where the convicts were housed, was a cramped, dimly lit space with barely any ventilation and poor hygiene. The overcrowding was intense. Convicts lay side by side, with limited space to sit or stand. The air was thick with the smell of sweat and sickness, as fresh air was rare, and most time was spent in the stuffy, dark quarters. With so many people confined in a small space, diseases like scurvy and dysentery were a constant threat. Food was rationed strictly, and the quality left much to be desired. Meals often consisted of salted meat, dry biscuits, and small portions of water. This diet was basic, meant only to sustain life and not health, leaving many convicts malnourished and prone to illness. As the journey dragged on, rations grew smaller and food quality worsened. In the warmer climates, supplies often went moldy or spoiled, adding to the misery. As the fleet moved into rougher seas, the conditions worsened. The ships rocked violently with each wave, leaving convicts seasick and clinging to anything they could find. Any small accident, a slip on deck, or a fall down the ladder could lead to severe injury with little hope of proper treatment. Medical supplies were limited, and even though surgeons were on board, they often worked with whatever they had available, which was rarely enough. Days blurred together for the convicts. Without any idea of what lay ahead, they faced constant uncertainty and fear. Fights would break out, especially as tensions rose from hunger and sickness. Many clung to the hope of a better life in Australia, but the conditions on the ship were so grim that survival itself became the daily goal. So, what were the conditions really like on the First Fleet? In the final moments, the full reality of their journey and the struggle they endured to reach Australia will be revealed.